everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest, Jessica Kellgren-Fozard.
Hello,
Woo!
Hannah Witton.
This collab has been asked for a lot.
Yes.
You are in high demand.
Oh, thank you
Yes.
everyone who asked. That's very kind of you.
Bit of background on you.
Oh, what, like my whole life story? Sure.
Maybe not the whole life story.
So I have a YouTube channel. It's my name, Jessica Kellgren-Fozard, and I make videos all about living with a disability and chronic illness, and also just happy gayness because I have a beautiful wife and we have dogs and it's cute. Yeah, I have a disability called, wait for it,
Whoa, here we go.
hereditary neuropathy with liability to pressure palsies and mixed connective tissue disorder with associated postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome.
I'm going to get you to write that down for me so my editor can put that in.
Yeah, it affects a whole range of things like my nerves, my organs, my hearing, my vision, my cognitive abilities, but we'll get into this, I'm sure, as we learn more.
We are going to get into this because we did a video on Jessica's channel all about defining disability and like if we identify as disabled and how and why and all of that good stuff. And basically, I have come up with this theory that works for me personally. I'm just putting it out there. This is my personal theory of how
It's a great theory.
how I identify as disabled because of my stoma. And basically, it's if the apocalypse were to happen, can I just get up and go? I've basically come up with a list of different types of apocalypses. And we're going to discuss whether or not with our different conditions, what would happen. So the first one is the zombie apocalypse.
Sure.
So I don't know if I have like a straight up advantage or disadvantage here. What I will say, my blanket rule for any apocalypse is that my first point of call was I need to get to a hospital and get stoma supplies. Like, would you think I need to go to a hospital and like stock up on medication?
Well, I take a lot of medication daily, but 2 of them are controlled substances that are like quite powerful.
Okay.
To the extent that my GP will only give me like a certain amount at a time.
Well, I'm talking about the apocalypse, so we would be
I realise,
raiding and stealing.
We're breaking in, but my point is, we're going to have to go to every single pharmacy in town.
Because they won't have a lot.
Yeah. We're going to need to store up, because I have to take 3 of these bastards a day.
So you would just like bunker up at home. I think that's probably what most people would do in a zombie apocalypse situation. Bunker up at home.
It does depend on the kind of zombies.
Yeah,
though.
so
are they the fast zombies or the slow zombies?
we're talking slow zombies.
Oh, okay.
We're
good.
Traditional slow zombies in
good.
this case.
So we need to immediately get in the car, go all around town gathering supplies, and then you just come back to the house and you board stuff up.
The other thing I was curious about, like if we were to get bitten and turn into a zombie, so your body is technically dead.
Yes.
So does the zombie body like still have that disability?
Yeah.
So my zombie version would have a stoma. So I'm just like, I don't know. Would you?
I think your zombie would die faster than other zombies, though.
Do zombies die?
Well,
zombies are undead. So the other one is a very specific one. It's a film, A Quiet Place.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think you would do great.
Wow.
Because the premise is that the monsters come when they hear you.
Yes.
So you can sign and lip read.
I would just like to point out that them coming when they hear you most likely means the deaf people are going to die first.
Oh, because they can't hear themselves if they're making noise.
When we're being noisy.
Oh, I didn't even think of this.
Like, you can kind of step around the room super carefully and you're like, oh, that floorboard's starting to creak, just going to lift my foot up. Whereas I'm just like...
But before you die, can you teach me how to lip read and sign?
Yes,
so I can
crash
survive.
course.
So I can survive. That would be great. In all of these situations, I would need my supply of stoma bags, but in this specific one, I might survive, but I wouldn't be able to communicate.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to communicate.
You guys can write stuff, you'll be alright.
Sorry. Okay, this next one, again, is a very specific film, and we're going to do spoiler alert for World War Z. What they figure out is that it's a virus, and the virus only attaches itself to healthy hosts. So there's loads of people who the infected don't even touch them. It's like they don't even see them.
I also love, no, it's not even like they don't see them, they don't want to touch them.
Yeah.
Because at one point there's a boy
Yes.
standing still and the zombies go around him.
And it's because he's terminally ill. So the virus doesn't want to attach to any bodies that are dying. So my condition isn't a terminal condition. And yours isn't either. But would it be able to sense that the body is not healthy?
Wait, so do you now have no colitis?
I have a little bit still in my bumhole, but I might be having surgery to get that removed.
Well, don't do that. What about World War III happens? Jesus.
I know. I need to keep a little bit of me unhealthy.
The fact that you still got it, right? So they would be like, oh no.
Is it anyone with an illness, or is it terminally ill conditions?
I don't think you have to be terminal. I think if you have a chronic illness,
then it might just be like, nah, not gonna bother.
Yeah. Because you're like, well, I'm not gonna get very far on this body. Why would I bother?
So I think we'll be pretty set in this, scenario. Everyone's just dying around us. We just stand still and they just run around us like...
We're gonna rule this world. It's like 5 people who are left.
The Rapture.
Oh, I don't... Okay.
So I think I wouldn't be raptured. I think by... If the
What are the rules of Rapture?
I don't know. Someone else made them up.
Oh.
But I'm a sinner. I'll by the rules of whoever decided that the rapture was a thing, I think by that doctrine I have sinned. Let's pretend you weren't raptured and we're here.
Okay.
So my first thought is that there'd be moral panic. But once the moral panic dies down, there's just less people on Earth and more supplies.
Does that moral panic turn into something like The Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
In which case...
Well, you would be sent off... Okay, so the Handmaid's Tale situation, you'd be sent off to the colonies. Because...
Technically, though...
Or they might just kill you. I don't know what they would do with you. Oh, you're also a gender traitor because you're gay.
Yeah.
Next one is a VR simulation. Imagine if, the world was crap and everyone kind of, lived in a virtual reality world. So
that terrible film.
Yes. Kind of like Ready Player One. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. So I was thinking, you can have your virtual reality person be whoever.
Okay.
Be, non-disabled or whatever. But your real body is still on Earth and functioning. So I could be, in the simulation for days, for hours or whatever, but my real body would still need the stoma bag changing.
Do you not come out of the simulation?
Well, that's the thing.
To change it?
In this, I don't know. How often do you come out of the simulation? How often does he come out of the simulation in Avatar?
Not. Oh, well, I guess I could just sit my body down and hook it up to a drip. Because I was going to say,
that's
if I forget to take my pills and I don't drink, then I'm, pretty rapidly going down. But if I could just hook myself up, because you can get... an IV version of my pills.
So my other ones are just a bit more general. So we've got AI tries to kill us.
Sure.
Alien invasion. Mm-hmm. And some kind of mutant uprising.
Sure. Technically I am a mutant.
This is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Do we count as mutants? I've got a bit of my intestine hanging up on the outside of my body. That's kind of...
Yeah, but what's your actual DNA?
Probably not mutating.
There we go then. You're not one of us.
This is the thing. There'd be a separation in society.
There would.
The mutants would rise.
I'm on the winning side, guys.
Crush us all.
I'm on the winning side.
We're going to get real life now.
Okay.
These are 2 very real apocalypses that are right around the corner.
Oh, wow, because the AI wasn't?
Oh, yeah, that is as well. These ones are maybe more around the corner.
Okay.
I don't know. Brexit.
Are we going to die in the apocalypse that is Brexit?
So,
wait, what day is this video going out?
So I think this video is going out
on the
29th of March.
Well, guys, come back to us tomorrow and you'll see how we're doing.
Yeah, so potential food supplies from the EU. What's that about? Also, I'm pretty sure all of our medication comes from the EU.
Well, again... Yeah, part of the issue is that the medication we're going to have a problem getting access to is stuff like ibuprofen and paracetamol.
Oh, okay.
It's not the controlled substances.
So we're fine.
The EU
Can I still, do the
demons.
Do the EU produce my stoma bags? I don't know. Hopefully not.
Maybe they're made in China.
I've literally placed an order this morning because I'm going on holiday like as well, like when Brexit's
Oh.
happening. So I placed an order of like so many stoma bags. Right, the final one. Global warming.
I mean, what type?
So the type that is currently happening, which
But
so the way that could affect like our daily lives is disease, and then like from places that are really affected by climate change, the mass migration of people to places that are less affected. So basically, a real life apocalypse.
okay. Well,
Again.
if we're talking just about like global weirding,
Global weirding, yeah.
so just the weather changes. I find that we went to go and live in Malaysia for 2 months, and I really found that the heat there was quite helpful for my pain.
So you
I
would
was
be
kind
like,
of
great
like-
if the
If it
overall
was a bit
temperature
warmer
of
here,
the...
I'm okay with it. I would need aircon. Not the most environmentally friendly thing, but there we go.
So you would thrive.
I mean, I don't know, thrive. Yeah.
But people have told me that they have to change their stoma more regularly in hot places
Because it gets hot.
because your skin is like sweaty, and then the sweat can like break down the adhesive that's like sticking it to you, so you'd have to change it more often and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so that I might have to get through more stoma bags, and then there'll be less of them, and then I'll
That's
run
true.
out eventually. Let us know in the comments any other kinds of apocalypses that you think we should probably consider and be prepared for, and how you think you would survive, die, thrive, or whatever in all of these scenarios.
Particularly if you feel like your disability will give you the upper hand.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear those stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks, Jessica,
Thank you
for
so
coming
much,
on my channel. Make sure you check out the video that we did on Jessica's channel as well, where we talked more about disability in a more serious way.
I've enjoyed this though.
Me too. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to make new videos every week. Bye!